Sorry about that. Hi everyone, I'm Tara, aka Spirit Mother, and I would like to welcome you all back to my channel on YouTube, Spirit to Spirit Teaching of Going with Itself, on TikTok 1974 and Light Soul, on my Facebook. Now, if you're new to my channel, I am going to encourage people to read the description on my YouTube channel, Spirit to Spirit Teachings of Going Within Self, in order to get a better understanding of what it is that I bring forward on my platform, on my channel, what have you. I bring a lot of different stuff, my own experiences, stuff going on within the medical system, within the government, just a lot of it. Okay. And it's a part of, sometimes we need that shaking. Sometimes we need that tough love. And, when I was receiving the tough love, I didn't really like it. And it was, I say spirit, some say God, creator, source, what have you, however you refer. Some will even say, well, it's Christ, it's Jesus, it's what have you. Okay. Well, I connect a great deal to Mary Magdalene. Okay. And Mother Mary. And, Yeshua, Jesus. I had my ancestors. I went back on one part of it, I went back 11 generations. And there were rabbis. On the other side, there were Christians, Lutherans, Protestants, Catholics, Baptists. So our families are all integrated within these religious sectors. Okay. So today I have it titled Far Left, Far Right Propaganda. Okay, because there's a lot of that happening right now because they're against each other. Okay. But in different ways, maybe they're working together. But it's finding that balance in the middle. On my Facebook, I actually put in there. I shared a video that I did back on September 28, 2023. It was, what are the true 7 deadly sins? It's a 4-hour and 49-minute long video. And this is what when I was looking through what the meaning of the 7 deadly sins were, what each one represented. Okay, it gave me, well, with regards, it hit the government. It was the medical healthcare system, the banking, monetary, housing system, the business corporate, the educational system, the religion and spirituality. Okay, in religion and spirituality, they use a lot of the problems with your sexuality. And the legal justice system. To me, those are the main 7 deadly sins, because the sins are the systems integrated into society. And that's what, back in Jesus, Yeshua time, that's what he was trying to bring forward to people with regards to the sins. That it wasn't, that it was the people per se, as when he was going around and he was destroying stuff and knocking things over and getting upset and angry, it was the sins that he was trying to expose to the people. Okay, some people may see this differently, and that's fine. But that's the part of, are you far right or are you far left? Or are you actually stepping back and seeing the bigger picture of it all, of all the propaganda. Like, okay, take for instance with, okay, free trade. Okay, we got free trade, right? And then we have right now the conservatives from when I was basically begging Trump not to put tariffs on us. And then we have the liberals, and they're going up against the enemy. They're saying, no, like, we're not going to, like, you do that and we're going to retaliate. But the conservatives are saying, well, no, they're not going to take part in that. And why would they not take part in that? Because it would affect their pocketbooks. Because a lot of them are affiliated with that sector, that the liberals are saying that, you charge tariffs on us and we'll shut down your power and we'll stop the oil and gas industry from going through. The conservatives are saying, like, build up the borders. Well, if they're building up the borders, it's because, it's keeping what would be a war of people trying to get in, infiltrating. So it's that part. I see the sides. Okay, so now when you look at it, okay, free trade. How many really know and understand free trade? Okay, I guess uh, it's that part of, like, I don't come in like to get a big debate going because that creates more chaos. But we're going to get to that. Just, I've never seen that before where it said invite. Okay, but it's coming up now. Okay, and I want people to know that I connect with spirit. So I connect with many different aspects of spirit, many different people throughout the different aspects of it. So that part that, if I feel like I'm getting assertive or aggressive, keep in mind it's because I'm feeling the emotions from others. Okay? My channel's not for everyone. Okay? I'll make you laugh. I'll make you cry. I'll piss you off. You'll want to punch me. You'll want to slap me. You'll want to, like, throw different things at me. And that's fine. I see where you're coming from because I've been in your place before. But free trade, let's hear this, okay? What free trade means. Meaning of free trade.
Here's the definition of free trade. International trade left to its natural course without tariffs, quotas, or other restrictions.
Okay, so that said, without tariffs, without quotas, and without restrictions. So if free trade, if they're saying we have free trade and free trade is supposed to be without tariffs or quotas or restrictions, then how is what Donald Trump threatening tariffs on us, how is that legal? Is it another fucking shit? Is it another propaganda? Hey, you're going to see this happen because when you witness that happening, what you're actually witnessing is that it's truth coming to light and the darkness don't like it. God damn it. I might look like a lunatic, but it's that part of understanding what it is that you're witnessing. I did a video, just a quick video earlier, because people are coming on TikTok and they're saying, get rid of your Facebook account, get rid of your Instagram account, get rid of, like, block these accounts and this and what have you. And it's that part of, something? Think of a virus. Virus gets in the system, right? So it creates a lot of virus can create a lot of propaganda and chaos. Now, you think of the antivirus. What is the antivirus? Well, you get an antivirus for your computer to go after the virus, right? So when I say about, like I said on there about the way to become the antivirus, you have the propaganda, it's keeping everybody separated and divided and what have you. And in there, I had said that the way to defeating the virus, the propaganda, what have you, the way to doing that is by bringing forward your truth. Okay. But it's not about like doing all this other stuff. It's about speaking your truth of your experiences that you experienced from these system fuckers. Yes, so share your experience that what you experienced through the government. Share your experience, what you experienced through the healthcare system, both sides of it. Share your experience that you had with regards to banking, money, and housing. Share your experiences that you had with regards to dealing with businesses or corporations. Share your experiences of what you went through within the educational system. This all has to do with the Sexual Sterilization Act. I did a live video about that yesterday. Share your experiences, stuff that you experienced through the religion and spirituality sector of it, when it holds sexuality and everything against you. And share your experiences, that what you experienced through the legal justice system. Speak your story. That's speaking the truth. Fucker. What's the thing? That's what the awakening is. Speaking your truth about your own fucking experiences, not all this propaganda shit that's keeping everybody damn well divided. We all got something in common. We've been fucked over by the systems. And it's not all bad ones that are in it, because the ones that, even people in the system that work for the system, have been abused by the system. Good fucker. Shit, do you think I'm going through this for fucking fun? Seriously. Trump wants to be the fucking high and mighty. He ain't no fucking high and mighty. The liberals are working together with China. And I know China, that's a taboo for everybody. But you ever look into the history of those countries? They're Zen. Yeah. I may look like a raging lunatic, but by fuck, before you judge me, you might want to know what it is that you're witnessing and what I'm experiencing. You're looking for God? Look inward. Even if God was in front of your face, you wouldn't fucking believe it. Yeah? I just heard goddamn bitch. Yeah, motherfucker, I'm a bitch and I'm the karma of it. Go to shit, what to say? Seriously. Instead of shutting down these platforms, people say, if you walk with God, You're protected. So speak your truth. Okay? The liberals are working on making a trade with the states. And Donald Trump wants to fucking invade us again like 1812 when the states tried to invade Canada. They're the fucking bully of the world. Yeah, come on, motherfucker. I'm ready for you, asshole. This is spirit to spirit, and those fucking spirits know who I'm talking to. Yeah. The only God that's going to bless Donald Trump is the corrupt one. The people are what's going to bring things forward. It's not going to be your president. So why don't you go to him and fucking bow down to him like he's your worthy man? You might want to know his true past. For people that fucking know him. Donald Trump, how about you bend over and kiss your own fucking ego ass? Or better yet, shove your head up it! And everyone like you. Or are you going to smarten the hell up and actually do what's right for the people and not your fucking pocketbooks? The ones that really defend you are probably the ones just like you. Yeah, I am a bitch. They're part of, people in Canada. You want to bow to Trump? Go to the States. Seriously. You want to bow to these politicians? Then don't say you believe in Jesus or God or Christ or what have you. Seriously, because the only thing that you bow to is fucking money, greed, ignorance, and corruption. Yeah. But it's that part of, you probably got that way because you were abused by it. There's a lot of propaganda. I've been going on here and I've been watching in countries over whether they were Chinese or Asian or Japanese or what, it doesn't matter. They're a family. People say, well, they're corrupt. Are they corrupt, or is it just part of the propaganda? And they say about Chinese, they're counterfeiting stuff. Is it the Chinese who's counterfeiting, or is it the fucking here that's counterfeiting and fucking labeling it as theirs? Shit, man, things are questionable. Look at China and all those places over there, how their buildings are and their infrastructure, and then look at here. We got all fucking boxes. No offense to the architects. The true teachings was taken out. Kurita residu. Imasugi putukurisha ke sala hina kurita. Because tu purita residu. Seriously? You fucking come into somebody else's channel and tell them to calm down? Seriously. Honestly, tell me, who the fuck do you think you are coming in my channel and telling me to calm down? You can go back to the same way again. And you can laugh all you want, because I can laugh too. I think you got issues. And you need a little bit of inner work if you decide that because actually Karen is somebody who will go get pissed off at somebody because they parked in their parking lot or their spot. So you might want to know what a Karen is, because I'm somebody who speaks truth and you just don't like it. So seriously, not being ignorant, but go do some fucking inner work before you go tell somebody else to calm down. I was a victim of the fucking system, all parts of it. So why don't you just take your head and go shove it up Donald Trump's ego ass? And all ones like him. You know, if Donald Trump is such a great guy, okay, those billions and all these people are such great people, all these billions and billions of dollars are saying about, taking it and infiltrate it within the government and stuff like that, let's take it from them too. Or better yet, you say you're of God. Well, God is not of monetary money and greed and ignorance and corruption. So why don't you take that money, all that money that each one of you fucking have, and give it back to the people? Because men, tell me that you believe. Because the only thing you believe in is your fucking pocketbook. So it's like, seriously. Ones that go in somebody's channel when they're speaking truth. Hey, you go tell Donald Trump to calm down? Did you tell Hitler to calm down? But wait a minute. It was more about greed and ignorance and conquering the world. But they're not my king. They may think they're a king, but a true king does not hurt their people. A true king does not manipulate, scheme, backstab, steal from. A true king don't do that. So if you're coming in, I have to say, are you Trump's cronies or his friends' cronies, which can be on the Canadian side too? Or are you a bot? Part of the virus. People say he's the Trump card, but he might be a Trump card, but there's two fucking wild cards. And the wild cards can be anything. And you know what? Any gambler should know that. Especially like one that owns a casino that doesn't mind taking your money from you. I guess you didn't watch my video last night about the Sexual Sterilization Act. And it was Donald Trump's nephew. I was going to talk about it a few times. I actually did back a while ago. I went live and talked about the Sexual Sterilization Act. But yesterday I seen a video with regards to Donald Trump's nephew, Fred Trump, who was the son of Donald Trump's brother, Frederick Trump, who Donald Trump bullied. And he was saying about how Donald Trump spoke about his disabled, handicapped son. And his response for people like his nephew's son, basically, let them die. And that's exactly what the sexual sterilization of 1928 talks about. And it was created in Canada. Well, I mean, it was before that, but it got more intense, like more in with Canada and the United States. People talk about the Commonwealth of everyone. You know, Donald Trump and people like Donald Trump, they came in to create chaos, to create the division. But I thank them because they're actually helping people wake up to see the truth. You know, it's a part of and realize what propaganda is. Propaganda is used against the people. And, you know, there was a thing in 67 when they had, people don't believe it, but yes, they have captured extraterrestrials. We're warned, like told about what they're doing with the people, and it's using propaganda. So when I say about coming up here and speaking your truth, coming on a platform and speaking your truth to the world of what you experienced, both sides of it, the good parts of it and the parts that hurt you, because it's those parts that you got the good ones in it and you got the not so good ones, the ones that are for self and the ones that are for, you know, everyone as a whole. So it's that part, you know, just kind of sit with it and bring your truths forward, your experiences. That's how you're going to break that. That's how you're going to expose it. As people say, you believe posting all this different stuff up and what have you is going to expose them. No, it's going to cause an indifference. It's going to cause a separation because one believes one way, one believes the other way. But you really want to relate with each other. Share your stories and be truthful about it, and don't just make something up so you can fit in. Bring out all your experience. That's what I do in here. It's that part of having no shame. Because when you do that, what you're actually doing is you're embracing the shadows with the light. You are loving all parts of you. It's that part of being able to relate with one another. And that's how you're going to defeat the systems that you're fighting. It's not by sending off all the corruption, because the corruption is going to be found out anyways. They already know. You're just watching it all unfold, but it's that part now. You want to like it's speaking up, not looking at all the propaganda, but telling your story. What they say is, oh well, that's a myth or that's a conspiracy theory. If you've experienced it, how can it be a conspiracy theory? If you witnessed it, how can it be a conspiracy theory? Yeah. Seriously. It's things we need to sit with. See, I see people who want to be invited in as guests. I understand that. As I explained, when I start doing that, okay, it's that part of, you know, it's not about being argumentative. It's about realizing that when others are speaking or stuff I'm bringing forward, others are feeling it, and it's like I'm experiencing what they're feeling. I'm experiencing what they want to say. E kutukriya tabeisi tutukriya purima tutui. Puripa taresara. Kisimo tutui. And I know some people say some people don't have a heart. Oh, they have a heart. They've just had it smashed so much, whether it be from childhood or in their like early teens, adolescent, adulthood. Even it happens in elderly. Doesn't mean that a trauma happens always when you're young. You could be 65 and have a traumatic experience in the systems. And then because we have the traumatic experience within the systems, then we throw that on each other. But it's when the systems manipulate your loved ones into believing that you are the problem. That's when you start to see truth. The real truth. Your truth. You don't know somebody else's truth. But you do know your own. You get manipulated, and then in the sexual sterilization acts, it says that we are feeble-minded. We're only feeble-minded because of that. But in all actuality, we're not feeble-minded. If a narcissist thinks that they're all that, you're not. Because you're a narcissist, you have all the more inner work needed to be done than the ones you call feeble-minded. Do you know, on the sexual sterilization act, it was like right up about it, it was saying that democracy was not made for the people or undesirables, feeble-minded or undesirables. And it doesn't matter what group you're with or who you look to. They see you as feeble-minded and desirable. To them, you're a bane on the system. Those are the ones that are corrupt. But like I said, they're not all corrupt. They've experienced similar things in their own system. And that's why you get whistleblowers. That's why you get the ones that turn on. Because they've done the inner work. Or they're still doing the inner work. Because it takes courage to stand and tell the truth. And that's something Donald Trump has none of. Because even when he's caught, he'll still lie and say that he wasn't. A lot of us do that. And I'll tell you right now, everyone has done it. Whether it's a small thing or something big like his and ones like him. That's why you got the propaganda going. Because you have the wealthy on both sides. And they're fighting over who's going to be the king of the castle. Remember when we were kids? And everybody would be in competition to get to the top of the hill so that they could say that they were the king. What's Elon Musk trying to do? How many of you know that Pierre Poilievre, who wants to take endorsements from Elon Musk because his son wants to go to Mars? Yeah, what is that? Seriously. Some people want to go to Mars. Well, Elon Musk would never be the first one to make it on Mars. So it would never be the US thing because Mars has already been lived on. Yeah. So he'd never own it. It's like, dude, you want to be the first to get to Mars? Well, you're too late because you'll never be the first. Not to bust your bubble. Is it that you want to get to Mars to be the first to get to Mars, or do you want to go to Mars so you can try and conquer that too? Yeah, I am over it, and you're a fucking cunt asshole. There. You made me say the C-U-N-T word. Or, like, was it somebody else saying it to you? Come out of my mouth, I know that. But in English terms, the C-U-N-T word actually meant good buddy. I heard she's right. And yes, she does hear. Qu'est-ce que tu pourrais... Adesso chi sarà mia tutorial? It's that part of when I talk with people, it's not going to be because I want to hear propaganda. It's going to be that part I want to hear your story. It's okay to be vulnerable. That's where you're going to get it. Where you're going to get the healing. President, a prime minister, a governor, anything like that. They're not going to bring they're not going to bring healing to you. You need to heal. You can go get stitches. You got to cut. But internally, you need to do that hard work. The first way to doing it is don't feel ashamed because you're sharing your story. And if someone comes in and mocks you for you sharing your story, then that's on them. And it just means that, they don't want to look at themselves. Instead of us looking at all the propaganda, because, there's truth in it. But the way to exposing the truth of it is by sharing your own experiences of how you were victimized. Not blaming, but how you were victimized by the system. And that's the way to true healing. That's the truth. That's the way to true peace. So, I know all of you can. I watch this stuff and I bring stuff up. But when I do, I say about both sides or all sides of what I've seen because it's a part of stepping back and seeing the bigger picture, not just looking to the right or the left or just like forward and ignoring it. The antivirus to the virus is your truth. And the propaganda in the system is the virus. It's to keep you all distracted from your own feelings, your own truths, your own experiences, because they're not going to tell you truth. They can't even tell their own truth. So if they can't tell their own truth, how are they going to be truthful and honest to you? Honesty starts with you being honest with yourself, looking at your own truths, and then being able to have the courage to step up and say what you experienced through your life and not worry about what somebody else is going to say about it. Michael Jackson healed the world. The world is healed by one person at a time, sharing their experience. That's how you're going to get people to understand where each other's coming from and why they want this person in power or why they want that person. But it's how about you be empowered with yourself? So I encourage people, come on your platforms. More than one, more than one ingestion is using the primary URL. Send one stream to the primary ingestion. You know, seriously, I want to hear your story. And I know others. It's not to you against you. Because when things are like when you bring things to light, that's the confession. Because until we bring our truths forward, we're going to keep repeating it over and over. But these feuds never really started with people. It was the true seven deadly sins that started it all. And the sins are the systems integrated into society. And we've been victimized by them. And by taking our power back is by standing up to it, by sharing your experiences of what you went through with each one of them. It's time we sort this out. It's time we heal ourselves. Some may not want to right now. But I would almost hazard to say that with growth because they do want to heal, they just don't know how. And because it's going to hurt. But once you release it, you expose them for being what they are. So, you know, sit with that or don't. I encourage you to sit with it. Because I'll tell you right now, you'll feel a heck of a lot. Amber starts me, please. What does the universe want the people to know? Send you want, send recommendations to what it is that people want to bring forward. Maybe on my platform, we can start talking. And then I'll start a Zoom. It's like supporting one another. Conflict and defeat. Partnership and alliance. Hope, power, triumph. This is what we're talking about right now. Taking your power back, being triumph, overcoming it all. Because we've had the inner conflict. Those are our inner demons, our traumas that we have. Inner conflict, back and forth. You know, hope is the light, and hope is rising. Hope, if you look at it, is at the bottom of Pandora's box. Each person is Pandora's box because in Pandora's box it said that the evil, the taboo, is at the bottom. It's pushed down. So hope is pushed down at the bottom, and it's bringing hope up through all the darkness, up through all the shocks. The light's pushed down at the bottom. This represents hope represents the light. It's pushed at the bottom, and it's moving through your whole body, through your chakras and what have you. And I'll say it. Marla, Donald Trump's second wife, she was spiritual, and he wasn't. Love your shadows because they're shadows because they felt unloved. So let's go conflict and defeat. The number 5 mental card represents significant learning and change, and how you handle yourself at this time is vital to your overall well-being. This card could relate to a lack of sensitivity in taking action or in response to conditions or situations around you. This need for sensitivity could relate to you or someone else in your life. Even though a battle can be won, it's important to evaluate the cost and pain to both parties. Sometimes it's best to surrender and walk away if no answer or victory can be achieved. Don't assign blame, become deceitful, or set out to get revenge. For this result is the negative energy becoming part of you. You're being tested on how delicately and gently you take your next step. Remember, everything in your life is an opportunity to learn and grow. It's a part of, when they say the cost and pain to both parties, if that's relating to me saying of people telling their stories. I never said you had to use names, did I? But see, the thing is, you don't need names to expose a system. We're dealing with partnerships and alliances right now. Partnerships and alliances. The meaning of this card denotes that you're now starting to see the fruits of your labor take seed and blossom. Oh, okay. So the power, taking back your power. Okay, so we'll go to power first. 8, a spiritual being. You have ultimate power at your command. This card represents inner strength, willpower, courage, compassion, generosity, and love. At any moment, these beautiful qualities can assist you in coping with an adverse condition in front of you or the many surrounding your life. Set aside the necessary time to resolve such issues. Power represents more than physical external strength. It can also be channeled emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. When you have balance over your body, mind, and soul, and with the power of spirit, anything can be overcome to achieve a positive result. Power and strength can be developed to work in harmony in any given situation. Every obstacle, every error helps build your knowledge and understanding of the world around you. When you make a mistake, it's a chance for you to stop, listen, and ask yourself, what am I supposed to be learning here? And how can I make this situation better? Mistakes are great wake-up calls in that they provide you with opportunities to discover your weaknesses, what needs to be changed, and which areas of your life need improving. Equally, they can be blessings in disguise. Just remember, you are powerful. Triumph. The power of your soul is pushing and nudging you steadily forward. Whether you're setting new goals, developing ideas, or planning a journey, it's essential that it's carefully thought out. When you tap into your inner guidance and balance, it is with self-control, hard work, and perseverance. It's likely to manifest in a triumphant outcome. It's time for you to be single-minded and focused on the end goal. Visualize the successful results as if it were happening right now. When you've achieved what you set out to do, your ability to meet other life challenges with a significantly will be significantly increased. When you try to move forward without balance, direction, or guidance, it's easy to slip off your intended path and be drawn away from your desired goal. Why do people have to be like flipping burgers and stuff like that? But why can't people have an actual career, something that they enjoy doing? Because right now there's a lot of people working behind counters and they're not receiving any respect. Because if it wasn't for those ones that people call immigrants, you'd be forced to serve yourself. Because I'll tell you, if you want it, you'll say, about people like it would open up jobs and what have you. Did it really have anything to do with opening up jobs? Or was it that people just really didn't want to be flipping burgers? They wanted to be able to explore their own creativity. Teachers, lawyers. I say that we're not like lawyers, well, being healers. Have everything for everyone. It's time to, people don't believe in the med beds, but it's time to bring the med beds in and let the people have access to them. And you can't charge for the med beds either. Bring forward all this stuff that's truly healing and not suppressing people. Big part of healing starts with you. When you try to move forward without balance, direction, or guidance, it is easy to slip off the intended path and be drawn away from your desired goal. Now is not the time to let go or allow the river of life to pull you in its current. That's propaganda. As you can so easily lose control. And we have been against one another. Grab your oars, grip them tightly, and steer carefully toward your highest aim or destination. Grabbing your oars is what's going to get you out of the propaganda, which is the matrix. The Triumph card reminds you that you don't have to be alone with all of life's ups and downs and the challenges that face you. This is a time to tap into the powerful knowledge of others, as well as to use the inner resources that are within you. Partnership and alliances. Cos'è? Tipo pure. Yeah, I know they're right. It's you can't see them, but they're there because I heard what sounded like a knock on my door, and I went out. I went up to it, and I looked at the window, and there was nothing there, and it was like I felt an attack on my head. It's like, three. Partnership and alliances. The meaning of this card denotes that you're now starting to see the fruits of your labor take seed and blossom. There may still be a lot to do, but watch out for synchronicities, which could bring opportunities to form connections and unexpected alliances that may create something new. These could assist you in gathering resources for future projects. With all partnerships, always remember that there has to be an even exchange of energy. If you give too much, whereas your partners gives too little, it will leave you feeling energetically drained and cause potential disharmony in the union. There must be overall balance within the alliance in order for it to work and blend together for optimal results. This card reminds you that success comes in many forms, even from the most unlikely sources. Have an open mind when listening to others. Purito purieta tu. Kisumuto pai. I heard somebody say, who's she talking to? I'm talking to spirits that are trying to, attack me right now. Kita purieta dang. Hope. This is a card that focuses on the qualities of hope, faith, healing, aspirations, success, and finally enlightenment. When this card appears, know that a special wish you've made may be fulfilled in time. The hope card will help show you that the impossible can indeed become the possible. The force that works through your soul, determining what's possible and the difference between success and failure, and above all, who we are, is the power of your belief. This card serves as a reminder to use your natural ability to intuition, the language of the soul, as you reach for your goals and desires. The future can be yours when you have hope and trust in everything you do. Soon others will be attracted and drawn to your inner light. Learn to share your experiences and lessons for those around you. You'll also realize that by having faith and pushing forward where one may have felt no hope, all is the key to success. Above all, maintaining a positive attitude starting right now. This very minute will allow your soul to soar. You'll discover an opportunity to share as you reach for the stars. So just remember, everyone, when you come in here, you witness things and what have you. Please don't take offense to it. And I say don't take offense to it because it's not any specific person or persons that I'm speaking to. That's why my channel is Spirit to Spirit. And I always say, the spirits know exactly who I'm talking to. If you're experiencing it, it just means that those spirits are part of your ancestral line. I experience my ancestral line too. And believe me, they've been at war with one another. So with that being said, I'm sending you all much love, light, many blessings, most importantly, very good health to anyone and everyone wanting and willing to receive and accept. I want you all to be big, bold, brave. Most importantly, be yourself, be your authentic self, be who you are, not who somebody says you are, you have to be. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, be true to yourself and others, and know that you have more strength than you can comprehend at times. So I do encourage you to, send me maybe something that you would like everyone to talk about and experiences. Bring it in the open, so we can all come together and realize that we all have shared similar experiences. Send you all love.